Thanks for stopping by. This is the Here and There Show. I'm Mike Woodley. What we do here is introduce you to people, places, things to do in the Twin Cities and beyond. This year for Cinco de Mayo, it's Cinco de Mars, a benefit for Midwest Animal Rescue Services, right here in the Twin Cities, helping out pet owners and also potential pet owners, dogs and cats that need help. It's a great organization. I strongly support them, and we're going to have some fun on May 7th. Again, Cinco de Mayo, Cinco de Mars, going to get it? We're going to bring in Alex Lidgertwood. He's a 16-year singer of Santana. All those great Santana songs that we know, you'll hear them live with the band Headliner. Special guests will be Fergie Fredrickson of Toto. You'll hear all the great Toto classics. And also Don Bachmeyer is going to join us to get us all warmed up. And you're going to meet Don in just a moment or two. But what this event about is really doing some good things for dogs and cats and people, making a difference in the community. And Eric Bates is with us, the volunteer coordinator. And I love what you're doing. Tell people what Mars is all about.
Thanks, Mike. Well, we have a lot of rescue animals where we save them from high-kill shelters, and people can get their dogs or cats from us and get them in new homes. And then, so we're looking for adopters and fosters and volunteers to help that process, and also donors and supporters as well. So this benefit's going to be a great, fun way to create awareness for Mars.
Yeah, and we're going to help people too with this and have a good time in the process. Yep. And again, you're looking for people that can help out as foster parents, foster owners, I guess, parents. I guess you could call
foster
them parents.
Yep.
That works, and also volunteers, and just get behind what Mars is up to.
Yep, absolutely. And there's a lot of ways that they can help out besides just fostering, you know, if they can't have an extra animal in their home right now. So we're looking for people that can help out in other ways. And then also just financial support as well. Always looking for that.
Well, an easy way to do it would be to come to this event and help us, because it's going to be fun. Tickets are really, really inexpensive. We want to make it fun and open for everybody to come out and see two national acts and a local talent. It's going to be a lot of fun. Again, May 7th, Cinco de Mars. You see the information there. Everyone who buys a ticket also gets a chance to win a cruise on Lake Minnetonka, compliments of the Bayview Event Center. So we're going to have some silent and live auction items there. It's going to be really fun. And what can you expect? Well, here's a little preview of Alex Lidgertwood, 16 years with Santana and the group Headliner. And here's what you can expect to see May 7th at Bayview Event Center.
On the ground when I needed a hand and I couldn't be found. I was so far down that I couldn't get up. You know, when one day I was one of life's losers, in my prayers for my accusers, and in my head I lost before. I said I had a dream, but I turned to dust. What I thought was love, that must have been lust. Living this down when the wall standing. When I played my hand, I looked like a joker. Turned around. Fate must have woke her, 'cause way look, she was waiting outside the door. Come on, y'all. I'm playing and sing. Yeah, yeah. Well, I'm winning. I'm winning. Well, I'm winning, and I don't intend on losing again.
And also, my dear friend Fergie Fredrickson, formerly of Toto, will light up the crowd as well. And here's a little preview of what you can expect there.
Not in the way you look, think that you said that you do. Hold the line. Lovers ain't always on time. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold the line. Lovers ain't always on time. Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's not in the words that you told me, girl, yeah.
That's going to be a lot of fun. Also joining us, warming us up, will be Don Bachmeyer. Don's a local guy, and you're going to be strumming that guitar and getting people warmed up, aren't you?
That's the plan. That's what I'm going to try to do.
You are a musician, though, and you play private parties. You get people going. Give us a little flavor about what we could expect on May 7th.
I like to do sing-along things. I don't know if I qualify as a musician. Certainly the level of people that you've got coming here, it's going to be an extraordinary event. I'm just honored to be a part of it. It's a great cause, and it'll be kind of fun to warm the crowd up a little bit.
You like Mars, too, don't you, and what they're doing?
Sure. How do you not like Mars? How do you not? I mean, I love dogs. You love animals, and it's a noble effort. So it's a great evening. Everyone should come out and participate.
And Don, just give us a flavor. What are the types of songs you're going to be playing May 7th to warm them up?
I like to do songs that people will sing, that they'll sing along to. So they're pretty popular. I like to do old rock and roll songs that get people singing along. If you're singing along, I'm doing my job.
I'm looking forward to it.
Good, appreciate it. I'm grateful to be there.
We're going to have some fun.
Good. I have modified an old Sam Cooke song. I thought it was appropriate to the occasion. The wonderful cause of these animals. 'Cause they will never change their mind about leaving you behind. Oh, bring it to me. Bring your sweet loving. Bring it on home to me. Yeah. Oh, yeah. They don't need your jewelry or your money too. And that ain't all they'll do for you. Oh, bring it to me. Bring your sweet lovin'. Bring it on home to me. Oh, yeah. Well, they will always be your slave till they're dead and buried in their graves. Oh, bring it to me. Bring your sweet lovin'. Bring it on home to me. Yeah. Oh, yeah. They will always treat you right. But if you won't stay out, you can't stay out late at night. Oh, bring it to me. Bring your sweet lovin'. Bring it on home to me. Yeah. Oh, yeah. They'll give you money and jewelry too, but that ain't all they'll do for you. Oh, bring it to me. Bring your sweet lovin'. Bring it on home to me. Yeah. Oh,
So if you enjoy the music of Don, or of course Alex and Fergie and the great band Headliner, we'll see you May 7th at the Bayview Event Center. It's not Cinco de Mayo this year, it's Cinco de Mars, benefiting Midwest Animal Rescue Services and all the great work that they do. Again, doors will open around 7 o'clock. Tickets are easy and accessible. Information as well. Just call the phone number or go to the website, and we'll see you May 7th at the Bayview Event Center. This one's for the guys. Mother's Day is coming. Do you know what you're going to do yet? Are you worried about it a little bit? Because we all want to do something special for our wives, parents, mothers, maybe anybody that's been important to you in your life. Well, we're coming up with a solution for you. Mary Hartman's with us. Mary, thank you. Beautiful work that you and Mary Hartman Designs has been involved here in the Twin Cities, local. And it's good to have you here to help guys like me and others that are looking for something right now and want to do something a little better than average. And this is a lot better than average.
Thank you, Mike.
Tell us a little bit about some of the ideas that might be coming up for Mother's Day and how people can look at giving something very special to someone special in their lives.
Thank you. Well, you know, flowers are always good. That's great. It is like a little cliche. A woman is like, my husband will probably get me flowers this year.
They're going to be dead in 10 days.
Exactly. Wouldn't it be nice to give her something that really creates a symbol around your term of endearment, your love for her for what she has done. I mean, mothers really dedicate their life, their heart, their soul, their bodies in bringing this beautiful child into this world. And I wanted to create a one-stop shop, easy gift for you guys. I really targeted you guys to make it simple and easy, and I also wanted to honor her for her dedication in this world and her love of the children and honoring her husband. And so I created a very simple, beautiful package. It's called the Better Half Collection. And with that, I have a beautiful card that has a romantic poem to it. You're my better half. I'm not half as good without you. I wouldn't want to live without you. You're my best friend. And with that, there's a beautiful romantic CD in there. So it's soothing, relaxing, calm her down on that Mother's Day to honor her work and her busyness, 364 other days of the year. And then with that is a lovely little gift. She gets a key fob and then your choice of one of my 12 SKUs.
Okay, I got to bring this up because what we guys find out is that whatever we give our wives, most of them will say, well, thank you, and we won't know if it really hit the mark. Okay. Now, you also work with women who tell you what they're looking for, and that's important because otherwise we go to the easy outs. They're out there. We all know the big name places we could go and bring something in a box that they'll know and they'll be happy with. Tell us why you can more than compete with that and give them something made locally here that's also fantastic.
So funny. Thank you for reminding us of that. My daughter was an example a couple weeks ago. Her fiance bought her a very expensive pendant at a very exclusive jewelry store.
I've probably been there.
And she's like, Mama, I'm not telling, but I'm a little frustrated because he didn't have to spend all that. I mean, if he would have just made a little more simple or just added a little poetry and I said, isn't that interesting, Mariah? I actually created something that does that. There's poetry, there's music, and there's a simple symbol of expression of love. So I made it very simple and easy for you guys, and I guarantee you, women love it. I hear it all day long. I have testimonies on my website on women just really emotional experiences from receiving my symbol.
And again, I mentioned you being local. People want to go to the website. They can find out more. Make the phone call if they want looking for something specific. And some of these great items you brought in here, why don't you talk briefly about some of the things that you brought with us today?
Well, here's the card. Very easy. Cute little poetry, and also, guys, you can actually put her favorite place to shop, or maybe add a little coffee card, or a spa gift, or a book, anything, just another little added gift. So I put that in the space. And then here's my small pendant. My prices are incredibly affordable. And then, of course, the packaging. Women are always about the packaging, so it's a cute little lavender package. And we also love texture and fabric, so I've got a nice little fabric, and of course that's branded everywhere. And then it always comes with the key fob, the better half. So when she's driving the car, she knows that you have always honored her with her little better half collection.
And you are also helping us out. Of course, we're doing a benefit for Midwest Animal Rescue Services on May 7th, and some of your items are going to be there. So a week before Mother's Day, you can come to Cinco de Mars. Hear beautiful music from the former singers of Santana, Toto, and help a great cause, and also look at your jewelry. It'll be there.
Perfect.
Outstanding. Go to the website or come see us May 7th for Mary Hartman Designs. Thanks for being here, Mary. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Mike.
My pleasure.
Thank you so much.
Come celebrate Cinco de Mayo, Saturday, May 7th, with the former legendary voice of the Carlos Santana Band. Alex Lidgertwood joins headliner at Bayview Event Center, benefiting Mars, Midwest Animal Rescue Services. All the hit songs Alex sang with the band for 16 years, on tour and on 12 albums, 4 gold records. Songs like Winning, Black Magic Woman, Evil Ways, Hold On, and more. And for this very special event, a very special guest, Fergie Fredrickson, the former lead singer of Toto, Rosanna, Africa, Hold the Line, and more. An opening act, Don Bachmeyer. Saturday, May 7th, for Cinco de Mayo, it's Cinco de Mars. Proceeds assist Midwest Animal Rescue Services, supported by Metro Cable Channel 6, building awareness for animal adoption, fostering, volunteering, and financial support. VIP tables, reserved seats, and general admission tickets available. Doors open at 7 o'clock. Call 612-386-0082 or headliner-band.com for more information. If you're like many Minnesota families, you cringe every time that electric utility bill shows up. But what can you do? The Owl Energy Monitor can help you and your family address and manage those rising energy costs.
The Owl Energy Monitor is an in-home display, they call it, that will display in real time in dollars and cents how much electricity you're using in your home. Basically, it attaches at the panel. There are leads that run to a transmitter, and that transmitter will then display a wireless signal to the display portion that tells you three functions, either in real time in dollars and cents how much energy you're using, the kW or load aspect, or greenhouse gas. Signal latency on it is about 6 to 12 seconds. So you know almost immediately when you flick the switch how much that particular action costs you. For example, in our house, okay, and I use it all the time, our toaster is about, in Minnesota, costs about 16 cents an hour to run. Our microwave's about 22. Our oven is about 56 cents an hour, but the biggest firework in the box is probably the electric water heater. I've had homes in Massachusetts with the electric rates out there where electric water heaters is costing well over $1 an hour to run. So it's pretty cool.
Families everywhere are using, learning, and saving with the Owl.
How we use it in our family is we have it in the kitchen. So it's a wireless display, which is nice because you can kind of walk around the home with it, do your investigative reporting, if you will, there. So how we use it in our house is our house idles at about probably 8-9 cents an hour, okay? That's about how much it costs to run our house when it's kind of in idle mode. So I have 3 kids, they're 11, 9, and 7, and when we're kind of leaving the back door, I always glance over at the Owl monitor just to kind of see what it is. Now if it's 7, 8, 9, 10 cents an hour, away we go. If it's up there in the 15, 16, 18 cents an hour, I know exactly what happened, so I push the kids out the door and I run upstairs and start flicking off lights, and when I come back down, sure enough, it's 8, 9, 10 cents an hour. So I've shed my load about 50% in that period of time that we're gone, just because I know that something's on that doesn't need to be.
The message is your knowledge, which can lead to your saving. The Owl is simple, affordable, and it's the future.
That's the beauty of this whole thing. The payback is so quick because basically the cost of an Owl Energy Monitor is the same as a one night out with the family. So it's a lot of instances this thing will pay for itself within 3-4 months.
For more information on the Owl Energy Monitor, go to this website or call this phone number. Renewable Energy SD, a Twin Cities-based company showing many Minnesotans how they can control their electric energy costs and create income for decades to come.
Well, renewable energy is something that as a country and as a state we need to have more of, and it makes sense for our country, our state, and individual landowners as well. And wind in our particular area, in Minnesota especially, is an especially high resource area. Other parts of the country aren't as fortunate as we are to have the wind resource that we have, and that means a much shorter payback period for our wind energy investment project in the state of Minnesota.
Why is Renewable Energy SD different from other companies in this industry?
Why we're different, Mike, is we came from a big wind development background. That's where we started, is in big wind development. So we understand, that every meter off the ground you get means that much more return on investment. And when we got in the business, instead of just taking the first tower we come across, which only was a 120-foot lattice tower we could find, we actually went out and had our own tower designed at 160 feet. So our hub height's 164 feet, which is right at 50 meters. And currently we're the only company in the United States that we know of that has a hub height of 164 meters for our size of turbines, which gets a significant investment, return on investment back for the individual landowner or the turbine owner on that project.
The key point, says Dooling, is the net metering law in the state of Minnesota that guarantees a fair payback from your utility.
Why net metering is very important to Minnesotans is that net metering allows for the individual turbine owner to be paid the average retail rate for their class of service in their particular service provider's area. And so what that means is you're getting a really nice return on your investment per kilowatt. As far as every kilowatt that you sell back to the utility and put on the grid, you get a nice return on investment. They're paying you a good rate of return for that. And our turbines are particularly set for just under 40 kW or 40 kilowatt of output capacity, so we get the maximum output of the turbine and yet still do not violate that 40 kW limit, so you get the biggest bang for your buck, if you will.
So the utility companies will work with you and support this?
Every utility is mandated that by a certain date they're trying to get to certain numbers of renewable energy that's delivered within their area. And again, when you look at renewable energy in Minnesota, for example, wind is really the one that makes the most sense. And so because of that, yeah, they very much want to have wind. They want to have their area get to the numbers that they need to get to as far as renewable energy. And with all the mandates, at the end of the day, they have to comply.
Saving energy, saving money, saving the environment. A Twin Cities-based company, HnT Solutions, is doing that and was focused on recently by Minneapolis-St. Paul Business Journal.
Well, this is the first article we've had done on us here in the Twin Cities. We're a startup company here with manufacturing facilities both in Maple Grove and in Brooklyn Park, and we're developing a light-emitting diode-based light bulbs, energy-efficient products, devices that are eco-friendly to the environment, completely recyclable too. And in many cases, they're a direct replacement for the incandescent light bulbs that you see in the ceiling of most commercial sites that you go into, restaurants, hotels, any site, any commercial site. In most cases, they consume 80 to 90% less energy, and in many cases, you screw them in and forget about them for a decade or more.
Can a startup company based in the Twin Cities northern suburbs really take aim against the biggest names in the lighting business?
We can compete with the GEs and Philips and Sylvanias in the world on two fronts. One, you have to compete technology-wise. You have to make a better mousetrap. And of course, two, the thing that levels the playing field for all startups is good patent protection for your product. So we believe we have the best light-emitting diode-based product with the best specs, the best long-lived performance, and we've also taken the means to file for patent protection for those unique designs. And of course, it's your patent that levels the playing field from the Goliaths of the world and puts the Davids on equal footing. And we filed protective patents for our unique designs.
These LEDs qualify for, or in some cases, even larger rebates from the utilities than those compact fluorescent bulbs. But how do those two compare?
Well, I'll tell you, last winter my wife put a CFL in our garage. When I go into the garage and turn the switch on, I'd have to stand in the dark for 2 or 3 seconds before it would think about coming on. And of course, when it comes on, it ramps up slowly. Our LED devices turn on instantaneously. There's no delay. And in terms of dimmability, many of the CFL devices don't dim. The more expensive ones, they have designed that feature in. Our devices are not only 100% dimmable, but its a unique feature is that when they dim, the device keeps the same color temperature. It doesn't dim and turn orange or blue, which some other devices do.
HnT Solutions also wants to help the Twin Cities and the state of Minnesota by building a successful company, helping the economy, and creating jobs.
Well, I want to remind anybody that sees this that we're homegrown and we intend to manufacture these products right here in the Twin Cities in Maple Grove and Brooklyn Park. We are right now doing our Series A seed financing. It's a $1.5 million round at $1 a share. those funds are going to be used to launch our product a little more aggressively than we currently have. You know, I mentioned earlier, we're in Lunds-Byerly's, we're in Walser, we're going into Cambria, we're about to launch into the casinos. We need to accelerate our manufacturing capability, and those seed funds will go to increase that manufacturing capability and our ability to have inventory, to get product to clients faster.
Where could this company be in 5 years?
I said in the Minnesota Journal article that a lot of people that sees this probably read, that next year we expect our sales to go from this year about $1.5 million to about $5 million next year, and we will ramp up in sort of a hockey puck style. It's not inconceivable that 5 years from now that we could be a $50, $100 million a year company. Remember, we're going into a market. Last year there was something over $100 billion worth of lighting products sold in the United States. We only need to penetrate that market space a fraction of a percent to be a $100 million company.
Saving money, helping the environment, building technology, creating jobs, all with just a switch of a light.
We're going to manufacture them right here in the Twin Cities. There'll be manufacturing jobs that will create, engineering jobs, research and development jobs, people in quality control. We will staff up and we'll hire locally. Okay, we have no plans right now to ship this design off overseas. It's our hope that our labeling will have two things on it: Made in the USA, and some of you that have bought products recently see the initials ROHS on products that you buy, and that stands for Reduction of Hazardous Substances. So we're going to make an eco-friendly, completely recyclable. Now, I don't want to let that pass in this interview. Our devices are completely recyclable. Aluminum, tin, brass, they completely can be melted down and recycled. No hazardous materials.
Thanks so much for watching. If you'd like to be on the next Here and There show, just go to our website and give us a call. We might be able to focus on your business or your event and tell everybody around the Twin Cities what you're doing. Again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time here on the Here and There show.